Hello everybody and welcome to this new video on MMD. So I will talk about a shader, whatever, English sucks, called SD PBR, and it's way better than MMD in my humble opinion. So I'll show you what it does. Great, isn't it? Well, we'll do that. We'll go over the base. So first you load in your stage. I'll take like this one. This one isn't bad. Yes. Just bring it on vibes. And now you load your model. Great, now you have your model loaded, the ugly MMD base shader. You disable the ground shadow, you keep the entire aliasing, that doesn't really matter. Now you load your effect, so sdPBR, go into the main tab, Windows 11 I hate you. sdPBR and the gbuffer.x. It takes some time, it goes heavy on the CPU and GPU, whatever. So if the thing is gone, like the edge is gone, it's fine. Here we go. Camera mode, as always. Effect mapping. But don't do that yet. Just load your skybox first, so you won't forget after. Skybox.x, you choose the one you want, really doesn't matter. I like to take the indoor one, like this one. Now that you've loaded your skybox, you go into the effects mapping tab. Stuck. You never extract yet. You go into your material tab, you take body, and you use the skin material. Here you go, the shader is loaded. We're happy now? Yes, it's way better than MMD in my opinion. Look at this! It's amazing shader. Whatever. I'm not a native. So set extract, now you can. And you go into Japanese mode because never Japanese people do for us English. That doesn't really matter because they do it in English. Body and face, you don't touch that because that's already affected by the skin material. If you look closer, you can see. I cannot because my screen is still low resolution. Eyeball, you don't touch. Oral cavity, that doesn't really matter. The eyes, you can take like, I like to use a glass effect, but like just for this I'll use an eye effect. Great, she's now all shiny. The face you do not touch. The tooth, the tongue, facial, you don't really touch. Highlights, I like to make them emissive. So I do etc, it's guide. Into emissive. And ta-da! She's shining with all the intelligence people used to argue on Twitter. Now you just de-zoom and try to find what this is. So I'll guess this is like a sort of plastic material. So I'll go into this. Go into plastic mid. Like you choose the one you want. And great, this looks like plastic. C02, C02, yes. This looks like plastic too, so you take plastic. Like, it's really depending on what your model is. This is clearly like clothing. So into your cloth material, and now you can see like there's a lot of cool things you can do. And I'm sure people of the community will also add more materials. Like in MMD, but like better. What? I'm salty a little? Maybe. again. Ta-da! Isn't that amazing? Oh yes it is, trust me. Here, 3, that looks like really something like metal. Etc. Metal again. Look at this! Shiny! This, I would say plastic, but Autoluminous will handle this. So the hair. There's your 2, 3. You open your material tab. I was in the right tab. You take the hair material you want, like test them all, and choose after. I like to use this one because it's got so good reflect. Wow. Your hair shadow, you do whatever you want, if you prefer with or without. It's up to you. With or without you. Here, Autoluminous will handle it. Here, I love to take a plastic material. She's got a carbon print higher than my life expectancy. Alright, this is Luminous here. Alright, here Autoluminous will do the job. Autoluminous will do the job, although I do not want it to be luminous. Here we are, baby! This is all in the main tab if you wonder. So now you have your basic shading. So let's make it a little better, no? Why shouldn't we? So what you can do is that you can load like Ikeno's effects, like powered off. Stream silhouette also works, although I do not know how it works without the basic shit. So you choose the effects you want to do. Like I'll take Autoluminous because Autoluminous is great. Okie dokie. Like, okay. This is shiny. You just hide what you don't want to be emissive. Here we go. This, I'd rather not see it so emissive. Okay, this looks balanced. Sort of. So now you will take your best effects. So I know a lot of people use diffusion, but personally I do not. Because the diffusion makes a little blur and I do not like it. So duff. I must admit, I am a little lost here. But there's a lot of things. And seriously, here it is. I must certainly do not like anything that isn't like powered off. So yes, it's definitely failed, but I won't tell it every time. That's not the goal. You're here to be quick. We live in the 21st century. Powered off. You load autofocus. And the main effects. And ta-da! That looks way better. Yes, there's this stupid outline. Who cares about the outline? Seriously. Now you load in the best effects that has been created in all humanity. Kira Kira by Beam-Man. Take the Kira Kira normal version. You don't load the controller yet. You load Kira Kira like this way. Woo! Pretty! And now you load Kira Kira colors by Chestnut Scoop. You use her controller because it's in English and Commonwealth and everything, you know. Let's see, X-axis range, speed regulation. Don't make it so static. This is perfect. Flash speed. Not totally. Okay, particle size. You can change the size that you're liking. I need to keep it small. Fluctuation. Great. Number of particles. Now you can change. I think this is really pretty. So now you have a little motherfucker that is called like rectangles and this controller. So what you will do is that the controller up, zoop, doesn't change anything, don't worry, I am the professional here. Go into your camera, you take kira, go into this simple y -1, you hit register and boom! No longer the stupid rectangles like my old videos. So now you have the basics. Kira. I do not know how to make it hexagonal like people in MMD do, but I'm sure you'll figure that out. Now what you will need to do, you can use motion blur. I'm not a huge fan of it, but I will just put it just for you. Just for your cute little face. Love you. Motion blur is working. Isn't. Sort of. Okay. Okay, yes, it seems like it's working. Now you can use working floor, of course. I was about to forget. Working floor. Here we go. I forgot which one it is. Tune and size. Great. And now to not make it like she's walking on ice. Oh, motion blur, you're back. Oh yes, 0. Yes. Don't do it in the negative, please. Don't tell anybody I told you this. Great. We could make it a little less shiny. Okay, this looks really perfect to me. So yes, kira is like a little boxed, but like don't worry, the camera will do its job. So now that you have your basic effects loaded, you can start to make your video. So you go into your camera and you load in the camera. Like, is that obvious? I think so. Great. It doesn't matter, this is just a tutorial, I won't actually publish it. Now the camera. Great, now we play. I guess this is enough. So yes, there's like this outline bug I cannot fix. Like you just Google it out and you'll find the solution. Like this is only a Reika fix, so I do not know how to fix it in SD PBR. Like I learned about it a week ago. I tried to make like several thousands of tutorials and it doesn't fix anything. So yes, one last thing before we say our last goodbye. Windows 11, thank you. Let's just add a voluminous fog because this is the best to hide your horrible stage. You go into post effect, You can have any fog, FXAA for the anti-aliasing. Volumetric cloud, and you take the kind of cloud you want, like a tornado, volumetric cloud. You choose literally anything. Let's take the tornado just for fun. And I do not know what it does except reducing my FPS. Great. Oh yes, I'm done. I need to load in the whatever. Volumetric cloud. You always raise the volume. Now we're talking. Change the light. Fade. I do not like to touch that. So you do not see the difference? I'm either blind or my computer is probably asking me to kill it. A blur, you change the blur, how you want it blurred. Like the night after you drink too much. The density, if you want Miku to be in the sandstorm, or just a kind little fog. The size, which actually reduces it. Logic. And the fog, because the fog is fog. Yes. Here we go. Change the velocity. Play. You can see it in action. So let's do it again. My computer really cannot follow. Alright, I guess an RTX 3050 isn't enough. Thank you. You can use like a lot of different plus effects that are directly included in that. It's like blur, crumb blur, color grading. I love color grading. Except when it looks like this. Don't worry, it's fine. We have shadow, etc, etc. You load the MMD file. Default, of course. Yes. Great! Now you change the color temperature if you want her to be in like a cold environment. I think this is quite nice here. Lift age. I don't really know what it does, like gamma. Color temperature. Color temp streams, etc. So yes, here we are. So don't forget to subscribe and leave a like. Because look at this. Isn't that a lot of work? Except if I don't put the camera. On this last note, I'll leave you guys, and I hope you will make beautiful MMDs, and see you next time.